With the coming of Industrial Revolution, humans were able to advance further into the 21st century. Technology developed rapidly, science became advanced, and the manufacturing age came into view. With all this came one more effect: industrial pollution. Earlier, industries were small factories that produced smoke as primary pollutant. However, since the number of factories were limited and worked only a certain number of hours a day, the level of pollution did not grow significantly. But when these factories became full-scale industries and manufacturing units, the issue of industrial pollution started to take on more importance. Any form of pollution that can trace its immediate source to the industrial practices is known as industrial pollution. Most of the pollution on the planet can be traced back to industries, from air pollution to water pollution to soil pollution. Acid rain is any form of precipitation with high levels of nitric and sulfuric acids. It can occur in the form of snow, fog, and even dry materials that settle to the earth. As much as industries contribute to acid rain, most acid rain is caused by human activities. When people burn fossil fuels, sulfur dioxide and nitrogen oxides are released into the atmosphere. These gases react with water, oxygen, and other substances to form sulfuric and nitric acid. Winds may spread these sulfuric solutions over hundreds of miles. After it falls to earth, acid rain enters water systems as runoff and sinks into the ground. This can make water toxic into aquatic life, such as crayfish, clams, etc. The rest of the food chain, including non-aquatic species such as birds, is often affected as well. Acid rain also harms forests by damaging trees, leaves, robbing the soil of essential nutrients, and making it hard for trees to take up water. By designing cleaner power plants and using fewer fossil fuels, we can reduce the number of pollutants that create acid rain. Industrial pollution contaminates several sources of drinking water, releases unwanted toxin into the air, and reduces the quality of soil all over the world. Many environmental disasters have been caused due to industrial mishaps, which have yet to be brought under control. Air pollution is chemicals in the atmosphere that have negative health effects. This affects the heart, lungs, and can lead to increased cancer risks. The chemicals in the air can be produced naturally or stationary, such as industrial factories and mobile sources, which include cars and buses. All these pollute the environment. Most industries require large amounts of water to their work. When involved in a series of a process, the water comes into contact with heavy metals, harmful chemicals, radioactive waste, and even organic sludge. These are either dumped into the oceans or rivers. As a result, many of water sources have high amount of industrial waste in them, which seriously impacts the health of our ecosystem. The National Geographic Society defines ecosystem as a geographical area where plants, animals, and other organisms, as well as weather and landscape, work together to form a bubble of life. The same water is then used by farmers for irrigation purposes, which in turn affects the quality of food that is produced. With the rise in industrial pollution, global warming has increased at a steady pace. Smoke and greenhouse gases are released into the air, which is causing the higher level of global warming. Industrial pollution continues to cause significant damage to the earth and all of its inhabitants. It affects wildlife and ecosystem and disrupts the natural habitats. This increasing liquid, solid, and hazardous waste undermine ecosystems' health and impact on food, water, and health security.